These are the questions I face daily. The South Burnett is no different. Where will people live? How can we keep doctors? What will happen when the Geelong Power Station and the Indoo mine close? And what happens if Swickers gets a case of swine flu? A lot of residents think about roads, water, recycling, bridges, but I'm thinking bigger. I'm wanting to be part of the solution that keeps the South Burnett growing stronger. Yes, there is a major water issue supplied to Nango. However, for the past 33 years that I've been here, it has always been an issue. I'm not going to be able to fix this overnight. However, the technology advances happening daily around the world. Surely one day soon there will be a solution. One offset could be, through our rates we pay council, there are rebates to people who install new tanks to minimise the reliance on the town water. This is no different to people who install solar panels to reduce the reliance on expensive electricity. We can make better use of rainwater. Division 1 in the South Burnett Council area has a mix of local, state and federally funded roads passing through it. When it comes to local roads that our rates pay for, I will fight every day to make sure those funds are evenly spread across all divisions. I will fight for more budget to be allocated to maintain the division's roads so that they are kept in a safe condition for each of you to get home safely to your families. I am a huge fan of recycling. I love the idea of something old being turned back into something new. Council is right to be taking out of landfills things that can be recycled and reused. We could make our dump shop bigger and better to start with. When we think about the popularity of garage sales and marketplace, the dump shop is a perfect place for those who love to repurpose things. We could have competitions for the school kids to turn an old broken bike into a new functional useful tool. It makes me excited to think that those skills they can learn will build their creative mind. The South Burnett is very lucky to have a state-of-the-art brand new Kingaroy Hospital. Yet every town across the South Burnett is struggling to attract and keep doctors here long term. I was staggered to find out, whilst talking with a local surgery, that they can be out of pocket up to $20,000 every time a doctor comes and then decides to leave. We have waiting times that are in the weeks. I know this is not a local government responsibility, but it's such an important issue to our division and our region to find a solution for. We need doctors for the South Burnett residents so they can stay here. Stay living here, working here, and retiring here. At every opportunity, I will raise this shortage with the key decision makers so they understand how hard it is for people to have to drive out of town or out of the South Burnett just for basic medical assistance. I am very supportive of the proposed development of the Lady Bajolki Peterson Hospital and what that means for Nanango and the South Burnett. I hope it can be part of the solution to reduce waiting times for essential surgeries and visiting specialists. What will our future look like without the power station and the mine? This is an issue I would like people to be brought in on. We need to focus now on how those employees who spend their money in small businesses across the South Burnett is going to be replaced. Renewable energy developments like wind farms are proposed over the range from us now. But what I want to see is how we can support our local power station and mine adapt so they can keep employing some people who will keep spending money here in Nanango and across the South Burnett. This loss will be felt sharpest here in Nanango when those salaries and the salaries of the contractors who come in leave. How are we going to replace them? What is going to keep people here in Nanango? A question that keeps me up at night. At present, there is a housing shortage. There are families sleeping in tents in front yards. It seems like the place is full and prices are great for sellers and landlords. But what's happening when when people's basic needs are not being met by any level of government or community agency. We all know that it's hard for renters, home buyers, and those who have fallen on hard times to secure a roof over their head. Naturally, agents are putting their prices up because the demand is there, but it's not solving the short or medium-term housing affordability crisis. I'm committed to working with our local community services agencies in all levels of government in coming up with a local solution. I see huge blocks of land in prime locations that could be developed for affordable housing blocks. We have one right here in town. The land is privately owned. However, why can't council proactively talk to encourage them to develop this land? The old North Tyrone camp still has all services attached to it. A perfect spot for townhouses and units, even to help just a few families so they can secure a place to call their home. What are we going to leave our next generation so they want to stay or come back here? I'm inspired by the Woodford story of establishing a large employer like a correctional facility on the outskirts of their town. Like Tyrone and Meandu, they bring people to the area to live, to work, to visit. They spend money on things like fuel, food and accommodation. I'm not saying Nanango needs to host the next jail. I'm fully aware that large employers and big industries bring huge benefits to small regional towns like Nanango and the South Burnett. I'm committed to positively working through council with government and industry to promote our region to be the home of a new employment and economic development opportunity. If I am elected as Division 1 representative for South Burnett Regional Council, these and more I will fight for in the next 18 months. I encourage you to vote 1 for Rebecca Jackson because I'm voting for your future. Thank you.